You gonna sing us a song this time?
What's that?
You gonna sing us a song this time?
Maybe. Do a freestyle rap.
You need to scoot over a little
About
bit.
Jar Jar. Here we go.
Yeah. Okay, but you're the beer master now,
Beer.
so you got to hand it all out to everybody. Don't forget.
Responsibility.
You have the drinking bell ready to go. Big responsibility.
Everybody's got a glass. I'll move this one over here.
I actually remember the first time we did a beer review. We had a cooler with ice, with beer.
Yeah, because there was 30 of them.
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that.
20 beers in, this beer got better and better. I don't mind it now.
I started with a 0, but now it's a 3. I don't understand.
I don't remember my conflicts. Star Wars Savage. What's going on?
Oh, that's,
Creme de la creme?
that's Mr. Applesauce there, Tommy Applesauce. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Tommy Applesauce. Shinobi.
Guys. So, Jake, what's your
kids, let's go.
what's your alias? That's the intro. It just plays while we
Jackbo.
Jackbo?
Jackbo.
Jack Bro.
Bojack?
Jack Bro. Jack Bro.
Jackbro.
Listen, bro. Listen, Jack, bro.
Hello, what have we here?
Oh, we got C.R. Allen is actually on the chat for the first time.
Look at
finally.
that.
Been waiting for this moment for a long time. Oh, shit. Turn the light on.
Thanks C3 penis face and R2 dickhead.
There's 2 switches on the back. I totally forgot.
Looking. Found someone you have, I would
Both
say.
of them?
Yeah. And then turn that light off.
May the force be with us. Fucking A.
Good day, Galaxy Rogue Squadron Podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in. My name is Mopar.
My name is Commander Cody.
And Jackbo.
Jack.
Oh, nice.
You fit
I want
right
to
in.
give you props. You are the first guest that slid right into the intro. Was like, "Oh, guys, I'm here. I've never used a mic before. What's my name? I don't understand."
How do I use this?
Guys, I like Star Wars. No, that was great. Welcome.
Yeah, we do appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
Give us a background of why are you here?
Well,
Here we go.
dark and stormy night.
It was
One night on Mustafar.
my dog ran
Yeah,
away. It was a real tough day. We had to go find him.
Please don't rhyme again.
All right, Mr. Jake.
Yeah. I'm here because I like Star Wars.
Yeah,
I
that's
like to
good.
make Star Wars pictures.
Yes, which
for
we need
Star
to
Wars, which, we don't.
Yeah, which you don't see on my wall,
No.
unfortunately, but we will get there soon.
high-priced artist. We couldn't
Yeah.
afford it.
It was. Yeah, got to pay a license if you have this stuff hanging in your studio. So.
Yeah.
But Jake joined us for our May the 4th party here in Columbus at World of Beer that we did. He's done art for Fantasy Flight Games, official art for Star Wars Celebration, a lot of cool shit. So
Yeah.
thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks.
You're
for
so
having me,
nonchalant about like the most popular Star Wars board game of all time. I drew
Most
a lot
of
of
it.
those pictures, so it's no
Well,
big
which
deal.
Which one's the most popular one of all time?
The
I
one that
would
you
say
I'm
X-
so outside of the.
I would say I feel like X-wing is like really, really popular.
Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. X-wing. Yeah.
Yeah,
out of like all the Fantasy Flight, you're saying?
I'm saying about all the Star Wars board games and stuff and RPGs and everything. I would say probably X-wing is
Yeah.
like pretty.
And you did work on those cards on the art?
Yeah, I have done X-wing cards. I think my first X-wing project was.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Yeah, you
Right
hear the
up in
difference?
there.
Yeah, there we go. It's like the THX intro when you put the mic up. Yeah. George, if you ever need a new intro for THX, I just want to say
Right
it's
here.
recorded. I'll just send it to you.
No, my first X-wing project was on the Decimator ship.
Yeah.
I don't know what the numbers are. The VT something Decimator.
VT-47, I think.
Yeah.
But
That sounds-
yeah, it's one of my
sounds
favorite
right.
ships in the game.
The big flat
I
one?
haven't played the game for a while.
Oh.
They have a version 2 and everything. They're bringing the
Yeah.
Clone Wars in the fucking mix. The Naboo Starfighters up in there now.
Yeah, they
Naboo
just like announced
Starfighter.
it, didn't they?
Yeah.
The Naboo ones.
Yeah, I've just been too busy to play, but it's a badass game. And the Decimator was one of my favorite ships when I was playing actively.
It's also one of the best names for anything.
What do? I decimate things on the battlefield.
I decimate.
No big deal.
I decimate.
Oh, you're just a fighter? Oh, well.
No, I'm a decimator.
Well, it's not gonna
Maybe
work.
I'll see you out there.
Oh, a starfighter. Not good enough.
No.
No. You need to decimate things.
Yeah.
You need to silence things or decimate things or something.
We gotta get some milk. You want to take the Dodge or the decimator? Well, let's get there in style.
Depends
We'll
how
go
many
with
cows we have to decimate on the way to get this milk. Can you fill me in, please? Well, thanks for joining us, Jake Ba.
Yeah.
We have beer
We do have beer.
sitting in a pot full of ice over there. You want to try to drink some of that?
Yeah, we can do this.
you think?
We'll jump into our beer review.
So we have a special delivery from Mr. Nelson, straight out of Iowa, in the middle of everywhere. So he's been sitting here listening to us talk about Land Grant and Seventh Son and all these Columbus places and getting pissed that he can't have any of that. So he sent us some Iowa beer so we could drink the same thing at the same time. So here we are.
Yeah, Mr. Sneaker Bags. Appreciate it. Obviously, one of our favorite things of all time to do is try stuff from non-local breweries. When we're traveling, that's what we try to do. Try to grab the local stuff wherever we're at.
Yeah.
Obviously, we rep Columbus hard, but
Moderately hard.
I mean, like half chub. But
How long do you have to be from a city before you can say that you're from the city?
I would not say I'm from Columbus ever.
Sorry, I said that wrong. How long do you have to live in a city before you can say you're from the city?
But you're either from there or not.
I think you have to start there.
Yeah.
Right?
If I tell people that aren't from Ohio that I'm from Columbus, I say, yeah, I'm from Columbus.
I don't talk to people.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not. I always tell people I'm from Texas, and I act like a dickhead.
Oh, I understand.
See how that works?
All right. So, anyways, back to this. This is the Pseudo Sue Pale Ale. So everybody's all the breweries cans and stuff are different. So I kind of have to get my bearings here. Toppling Goliath Brewing Company, and this is from Decorah, Iowa. It's a 16-ounce pint.
Look at this premium pour.
And Nelson, you're gonna have to send us 4 more. This one doesn't count.
This one just all had foam in it. That's funny. Yeah,
The official beer of Jurassic Park.
So for all the regulars, I mentioned this on the Patreon call. I'm kind of just over IPAs for a minute. And everybody listening or fans of the show that knows that we are balls deep into IPAs. But for some reason, I'm just kind of over it for a second. I've been doing lighter beers. But pale ales are one of those that I've always been able to enjoy. What about you, Jake?
See, I am always like 5 years behind the curve. So when everybody was diving into the IPAs, I'm like, meh. And now I'm starting to get.
You
into
like the
them more.
IPAs?
Yeah. So
They're definitely unique. You can have many different flavors within the IPA realm, as long as you can get past that the bitterness up front. That's the biggest thing. As long as you can get over that, or at least expect it, wrap your head around this is going to be bitter, then you can enjoy a lot.
Yeah, some people are anti-hops.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan.
yeah.
What happened here?
I changed it so it would be bigger so we could actually read it from back here, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, geriatric.
Because I was having trouble viewing in on everybody's comments.
Easy
you know
mode.
what I mean?
What's the easy access on the PCs where everything's just double sized and
Just in case, yeah.
Need like 4 monitors just to get
4
everything in.
monitors.
Yeah.
where does this sentence end? So did you got into it? Pseudo Sue Pale Ale,
Yep, Pale Ale.
Toppling Goliath Brewing Company out of Iowa. Let's sip on this, man.
Official beer of Jurassic Park.
Cheers.
Cheers.
They've spared no expense. Cheers. Thanks for joining us.
Jurassic. Whoa, Isaac!
Interesting.
Holy, I like it.
I'm curious.
It's a little. It's quite smooth.
It's very smooth, yes.
Very, very smooth.
Looking to see if they have a sonnet on this one. Yes, no, yeah. Oh, here we go. Single hop. This single hop pale ale showcases the Citra hop for a well-balanced beer that is delicate in body with a mild bitterness in the finish. Ferocious hop aromas of citrus and mango give a refreshing taste that is bright with just enough bite.
I stopped listening after you started.
It's 100% accurate though. For once, they kept it medium length, and it actually makes sense.
Reasonable length.
Didn't get too artsy with the description.
Sometimes the whole can will just be fucking words. That's it.
Oh yeah,
We made the best beer ever. Let me talk about it for a half hour. No, this is good.
this is really good.
I'm a fan.
Yep.
So our beer reviews or our beer ratings out of 3. 3 is the best beer you've ever had, which
Has happened.
one
a
of the
couple
best
times.
beers you can ever have.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 is like, wow, this was great, but maybe there's something holding it back. Or a lot of times if we do like the 4-packs. They're really expensive and they'll be like high alcohol content. If it's not wowing me, I'll be like, well, it was a bit expensive for what it is. So that's kind of where the 2 is, but it's still a great beer. 1 is, all right, good try. Maybe you would recommend it to someone who likes that type of beer.
That's
Zero is like, stay the fuck away.
Okay.
I know what you mean. I just don't want someone to hear us give a 1 like, nice try. Shit ain't drinkable enough. Nice try.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, like if we just for example, we're doing a pale ale and we're not big fan of the actual beer, but people are big fans of pale ales. I'm like, well, 1, try it. Go out there and try. You might like it more than I do.
Yeah.
People's buds are different. So
That's very true.
A lot of buds out there.
So the real question is it drinkable?
Ooh. Yes, this is extremely smooth.
Very
I feel
drinkable.
like they blended this quite well. There's not like a sharp point. A lot of times you'll like finish with a beer and it'll have like a bite at the end or something. I feel like this just drinks smooth throughout the entire drinking process. I don't know what you call that. Masticating. No, that's chewing, isn't it?
Yeah. That's chewing. Yeah.
I haven't masticated in weeks.
It's not thick enough of a beer to masticate.
It's true. It does have look at this like frothy.
Well, yeah, yours might be.
Yeah,
but,
mine-
That was your own
that was-
doing.
No, I had a
can't.
bad can.
Nelson, send more, please.
So we got to get the inaugural rating out of you.
I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 3.
Oh
wait, no. Yeah. Yeah, 3.
3 out of 10.
Yeah. I meant 3 out of 30. No, 3 for sure. Super drinkable.
Wow.
It was free for me, so that price.
That's- yeah,
price
that gives
to
you at least 1
enjoyability
star,
is at
just
least-
that.
Yeah. So thank you for
Cost me
sending
nothing.
that.
I'm just gonna give it a 1 because it doesn't pour for shit. But no, I actually I was bounced between a 2 and a 3, and the fact that Jake gave it a 3 openly on camera,
I mean, you guys are way more versed in.
that doesn't mean our votes count more than yours.
Absolutely, I think it does. But
Technically, it does.
yeah.
But amongst beer drinkers, I feel like we still know nothing.
Yeah, just because we've had a lot of them.
Doesn't mean we know what they're made of. So what are you thinking, Mopar? I'm going to base my rating on your rating,
You know,
and then we're going to guess the scene.
I am extremely happy with this,
I am very happy with it, too.
but I don't think it's wowing me.
I agree with that 100%.
This is one of the most solid beers I've ever had, but I'll give it a crazy solid 2.
This is the Aquaman of beers recently that I've had.
A lot of people just got pissed.
That's what I
Aquaman.
feel about it. Are you a DC fan? Should we talk about Aquaman? Have you seen Aquaman? No?
I haven't seen it yet.
You
no.
haven't? Okay.
No.
My thoughts are superhero movie, great thing. Not the best DC thing I've ever seen. Not the best superhero movie I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I loved Aquaman, so maybe I should give it a 3.
No, it's a 2.
No, I agree. Solid 2. Very solid 2. Pseudo Sue. I hate how pseudo is spelled, first of all. It's one of those words. I always stumble on like a handful of words. Whenever I try to spell it, I'm just dumbfounded.
Which ones?
There's those specific, like pseudo. If I tried to spell pseudo without looking at it, like I would have no fucking clue.
You know what fucks your mind? Spell nauseous.
Is there a G in there?
GNAU.
Like gnawing,
Yes.
nauseous.
Actually, okay. We may have. If we find the name of the episode early, it's easier because I don't have to look at my phone. Nauseous.
That's funny.
There you go.
Psycho's another one of those. Like there's no H in it. No, there's an H later in it.
Yeah.
I always think there's an H in like the first 3 letters. Like it's PSH or I don't
Psycho?
know. I hate spelling the word psycho. I don't know
How
what it is about
often
it.
do you have to spell the word psycho
Twice
in your life?
a week. Twice a week. I do a self-review. I put it in my little journal. Still psychotic.
Shinobi's right. Nauseous. Nauseous.
Yep. There you go.
That pisses me off. I'm never spelling that. I'm actually never using that word.
When
What
I
word?
used to think when I was young, it was like NAUTIOUS or something. Like nauseous.
No T. Yeah.
I know. It's so weird.
Nauseous.
So fucking weird.
Nauseous.
Nauseating makes sense. Nauseous. Just because the English language makes no sense. We're moving on.
Good. Yeah, I think solid 2. We'll put it at a 2.1.
There's no points. There's no halves.
There's no point to this whole show, so who gives a fuck?
There we go. So we're gonna guess the scene, Jake. We've just started doing this in the past
Okay.
4 months.
Years.
Well, we've been around for 5 years, so we kind of have to preface.
Hot damn.
Yeah, it's a little too long.
Not a little.
Too many
Not
things have
getting
been
tired
happening.
yet, are you?
Too many things.
We're gonna
have
have
been
Star
happening.
Wars movies until we're dead. So
I know.
I'm cool with that. By the way,
gotta keep
It's
going.
just gonna get worse and worse as we get older.
Sorry, this thing came.
Nah, shuts. Parker's on top of it here.
Nah, shucks.
I love it. So what we're going to be getting into is guess the scene to give you guys the rules.
Yeah.
We're going to come up with a number, 3-digit number. Well, I guess it could be 4.
Technically, yeah.
It's going to be the episode or the Star Wars film and the minute marker in the movie. And we're guessing what scene is happening on that minute marker.
Just to challenge us, let's make it a 4-digit number. We haven't done anything over 3 digits as far as the time goes.
Yeah. Let's do 127. Right? Or there's
You need another one.
huh?
4 digits.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
01.
I'm sorry. 127 for the time marker.
Okay. And then from what movie?
You want to do? What am I going to look at? Holiday special?
I don't think it's that long, thank God.
Let's do.
Battle of Endor. Battle for Endor, sorry. I'm just kidding. Episode 1.
There's a lot that's happening at the end of that one.
I know.
Okay, we can do
That's
that. I like it. Episode 1 ends very hectically. It makes me nauseous.
So on Mopar, what are our prizes for this game show that we're doing right now?
You get
To listen to the show. If you lose, you have to turn the episode off.
Damn.
it's true.
And if you win, you have to turn the episode on.
If we find out that you're still listening. So we're episode 1
127 minutes in,
127 minutes
which
in.
is 2 hours 7. So we are at the end of the
Yeah.
film, pretty much.
That's credits.
So are we thinking like the celebration scene on Naboo? We suck, win, or whatever.
All right, since we're so close, let me actually look up the runtime because I know it's longer than 207, but it's not much longer. So let me look up the runtime.
Does the runtime include the credits? Is that
Yes.
okay?
Yeah.
That's weird that they would do that. Just
Yeah.
from a artistic standpoint, like the movie's over.
Right.
The credits shouldn't be included in the runtime.
How do you find the runtime on that thing? Oh, 216.
Oh shit. Okay, so
We're 9 minutes away from the end of the entire film. So
216.
doesn't episode 1 feel like it's a little longer than 2 hours 16?
No,
Yeah.
doesn't.
I just watched Casino Royale and it was 224.
It's a long one.
Man, I haven't seen that in forever.
great
It's on
fucking
Netflix
movie, dude.
right now.
It's so good.
I need to rewatch
I was having a lazy day yesterday. I was like, fucking Netflix, fucking Casino Royale, bumping mics. It was a great day.
Casino Royale also, not that it drags on, but there's so many aspects of that film. Like they do a lot. But they don't even get to the casino, like an hour and a half in.
Nah, less. It's actually the opposite. They get away from the casino way earlier than you think. Because you have all the ending stuff. You should watch it.
And they're fighting LaFear or whatever it is.
La Fear. La Fear. Yes. They are fighting La Fear at the end of the movie.
The Fear.
You're done talking. Let's go back to the guessing.
127.
Into a movie that is only 136 long.
136, and we're at 127. Let's just assume the credits are 5 minutes. So we're literally, let's call it 3 minutes, 4 minutes before the end.
I'm going to say it's the end of Qui-Gon's burning body before the celebration.
Do they do the burning body and then they do the celebration
I don't want to
testicle?
give you any hints because then you'll beat me and I won't win the prize of listening to the episode.
That weird, creepy look Anakin looks up at Padme.
You're 9 years older than me. You're hot. I get it. I understand. Boys mature sooner.
Is there any? I'm trying to think if there's any dialogue that happens like after the funeral pyre.
Somewhere in the end, I don't know what order it is, but Yoda is yelling at Obi-Wan about I don't want to give you Anakin, but we said yes, so you can have him, blah, blah, blah.
That's what I'm gonna guess then.
Then you have the march.
I like it.
Man, that was my guess.
No,
Yeah, you can
guess
have the same guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
Confer on you, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
'Cause doesn't
This
he say,
boy
like-
training? We do not.
Yeah, we don't accept or we don't allow it, but also we allow it. Like what was that whole conversation?
I watched it recently, and I think he's saying that he doesn't agree but the council voted and the council said yes.
Oh.
Like he's pissed about it, but the council as a group said yes.
So doesn't he say agree, I do not, but
Yeah.
the council wills it or something?
He's something like that, yeah.
I'm going to say on the word wills.
Wills.
Well, okay, so
That's very specific.
I
You
think
get bonus points.
he says that the council grants him the rank of Jedi Knight.
Ooh.
Got real sexual like here.
Jedi Knight.
Jedi Knight.
Jedi day, Jedi night.
But then he says that he doesn't agree with them take. So I don't know who decided that Anakin was going to be his Padawan.
Maybe
at
it's
that
the
point.
opposite then. Maybe the council voted no, but Yoda's like, I override you guys. I'm the master. I say yes.
You guys realize how creepy that shit is, that they won't train a kid past a certain age? Like, that's borderline creepy.
The whole thing is creepy.
Well, they're stealing children from
Sometimes.
families.
Some families say, yeah,
What did he do?
give me your kid.
He lifted the cereal box
He
towards
will
my
be
face.
he will be a police officer. Okay. All right, I'm scrolling through the movie right now.
Oh, she is pissed.
We're at 2:06. What was the time again?
127.
127.
So that's an hour. That's 2 hours and 7 minutes. Okay.
207.
So we're right there. Oh, we're at 2:06:10. Oh, the credits are long as. Oh, okay. That was 2:08. I apologize. It's hard to see that far away.
So I think it's the pyre.
I was going to say it's close.
Oh, 207.
2:07. They're chatting.
Wow.
Obi-Wan and Yoda
Yeah,
are chatting.
We did it.
Damn.
I got it.
So that's before the funeral pyre. I thought it was after the funeral pyre.
Yeah, I thought, like, chronologically, I thought they burned him, and then after burning him, Yoda went to Obi-Wan.
I apologize, guys. I meant
He
to show
actually
you
looks
this.
great. The special edition looks great. This is one of the Blu-ray edition of this. Because in the original episode 1, he was the haggard puppet.
Creepy puppet.
And I get what Lucas was trying to do with that.
Because it was originally a puppet.
And he was trying to make it look like a younger version of the puppet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it just did not work.
He looked too young.
Oh,
I think.
his
It was
eyes
like-
glowed in the dark. Did you see those creepy pupils of his? They were so bright green. You guys don't remember that?
No.
Oh, it's
Wait,
it's
the
terrifying.
original puppet in episode 1?
Yeah, look up Google Yoda
can't.
episode 1 puppet.
I don't have Google.
It's terrifying.
I don't have the Google app.
Like, you figure, like, in episode 6, his eyes are always, like, half closed because he's getting old and blah, blah, blah. In the original, his eyes are, like, fucking everything. Yes. He's just
creepy.
coked out Jedi Master.
They're all kind of coked out in their own way,
He's
right?
swinging from
They're
the
coked
rafters.
on the force, right?
Coked on the Force. I wouldn't know. I'm actually going to Google it myself here.
So that was our game, Star Wars Guess the Scene. Did you win or did you guess? And what's the prize if you guessed? Continue watching the show to find out. Carlos, thanks for joining us. Harrison, thanks for joining us. We were guessing episode 1, and you'll have to go and listen to the full episode on iTunes if you want to hear the whole thing again.
Yeah, it's just something about Yoda's eyes in that.
They are a little bit like lighter than the other puppet.
He looks creepy.
Like, legitimately, I would never have guessed his eyes to be green.
Yeah.
Like, from the original trilogy, I thought they would just be, like, dark dots.
That's one thing that like if you ask somebody their eye color, I have no fucking idea.
I don't know my own.
That's one thing I don't pay attention to at all.
Also, can we talk about
your
this?
own eye color or
No,
just
just eye
colors
color in general. What the hell is that?
Dear God.
Gizmo from Gremlins 2.
Get that? That's ooh, it's terrifying.
Yes, it is.
Yoda in general is kind of a creepy little gnome gremlin dude. It's weird that they would make, and I get it that the evil guy is like a human and the wise guy is a backwards talking little booger.
Backwards talking. That's so funny. It's so obvious, but like I've never heard it said backwards talking. It's just funny as fuck.
Shut this show down. You've never heard that?
I know what you mean, but I've never heard somebody say that Yoda's a backwards talking frog.
That's what he is.
But it makes perfect sense.
It's on IMDb as that.
backwards talking frog. In parentheses,
That's the
Yoda.
credit, yeah.
Frank Oz.
Jedi Master.
All right.
Harrison Whitney, what's going on?
Walter, what's going on?
Oh, Walt. Welcome. Yeah, guess the scene. I was correct again. I win it all. I won the spot as co-host on the show.
The Spottis co-host. Are we gonna get can we get YouTube to sponsor this challenge?
Sponsor challenge in what way?
Like they give us prizes, and whoever wins gets the prize.
Do we get to keep the prize if we get it right?
No, you win the prize and you send it back to them. What the fuck?
Just send us prizes and we'll figure it out from there.
Whether we win or not. Come on, bring it. Let's go.
Awesome.
All right, that's enough.
Episode 9.
Feels good to be back in a studio, by the way.
Yeah, it's shitty everywhere else.
Well, I was gone, and then you were sick, and then I was gone again, and now we're finally back.
Yeah.
So it's just nice to be, in the zone. Everything sounds better, sounds more crisp and clear. Sounds good. The stream is on. Everybody's,
It's snowing outside.
Jake's here.
Jake's here.
Beer's here. Iowa beer.
It did stop snowing, though, as soon as you said that. Weatherman 2000.
My favorite thing about the snow is when it's really snowing and all the light reflects off the snow and it gets really bright outside, even though it's the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I fucking love that.
Well, it does. Yeah. Like, even if it's overcast, the light just reflects off everything, and it's just an extra bright day when
Love
everything's
it.
covered in snow.
Love it.
Yeah, I appreciate snow. A lot more than most people.
Perfect
snow.
weather for casting some pods.
Yeah, man. Yeah, just sit inside, play some Skyrim, drink some beer, record some
Killing
episodes.
Skyrim right now.
Oh, I
Are
can't.
you a game? Are you a gamer at all?
Yeah.
You better.
What do you game?
Right now, the wife and I are actually we're hitting the Switch pretty hard. So Smash Brothers just came out.
Yeah.
Finally, just got all the characters on that.
I still haven't even played it.
How legit is that?
Oh,
Good?
it's great. We love it. I mean, you look anywhere, people are just saying it's the best one. It's like
Really?
it's hard to
Whoa,
argue.
really?
Yeah, I mean, it's got everything that all of the others had. I don't know how they're gonna keep going with the series really when they've just kind of set the bar that high. Like, I don't know. They're gonna have to reinvent it somehow, or just keep adding to it forever.
Yeah. Was it pretty set that Melee was the best one until this one came out?
In my mind, yeah,
that agreed
I
upon?
think
Yeah.
so. Yeah,
Because what was the one for Wii? Brawl or whatever?
yeah.
And that wasn't.
And then there was like a Wii U one, I think, that was just like Wii U.
fine, but everybody
Yeah.
still played GameCube.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. I haven't played it in a while.
Never thought about the fact that it was called like Wii U. Like us, them.
Nintendo had like 8 consoles in the meantime. Xbox had 2.
Yeah, but Xbox also supported their stuff for. Like, do they? They don't make Wii games still, right? Wii U. They,
Wii games? I don't know. I doubt it. Wii U? Maybe.
No, I don't
Wii
think
U-
so. I think they're done with the Wii U at this point.
Probably.
Wii U, I feel like, was one of those that just I never cared about.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Well, I haven't had a Nintendo system for a long time.
It was like a pilot for the Switch, kind of? Because the
It
Wii U
kinda
was like
was,
the
yeah.
like the handheld thing.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
I forgot.
Yeah.
It's a shame though. Like, I mean, we bought the Wii U and then it just tanked. It's like, all right, well,
Yeah. I remember Tommy Boy had one. I was like, oh, it's interesting. It looks like a giant Game Gear,
yeah.
but it's a console.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I think they killed it with the Switch, though. They finally got it right.
It's
Yeah.
dope. It's so dope.
They are weird about online stuff though. Like
They are. Like,
It's
I got online. I was like, there's
bananas.
YouTube and Hulu. Like, as far as apps go, like, if you wanted to have the Switch only, make that like your main station at the TV, like, there's no Netflix, there's no HBO, you can't get any of that shit on there.
On the Switch?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
I have Netflix on my DS.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell are they doing?
Yeah, I have Netflix on my DS. I have it on my phone.
That's puzzling me.
Yeah, they make really puzzling choices with just anything relating to online. It's bizarre.
It's interesting.
It still works, though.
It does work.
People are
Loving
like
it.
hardcore Nintendo fans.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
they have a core fan base for sure. But yeah, I have the Switch. I played a good amount of Pokemon.
Yeah.
I played a little bit of the Dark Souls remaster with our buddies Tommy Boy and Ethan. But I haven't really gotten into Smash. I own it, but I haven't really played it.
Yeah.
I have been rocking with Pokemon trading card game on Game Boy.
Dude,
Did you guys ever play that?
Yeah, I remember.
It's so fucking fun.
There was a streak of time where our lives were Pokemon.
Yeah,
The
maybe
trading card game. The trading card game.
Yeah,
and the regular Game Boy game.
yeah.
And Pokemon Snap and shit. Like, it was nonstop.
Pokemon Stadium.
Yeah.
That was the one that I always. Well, I never had an N64, so I wasn't indulged. Stop. Super. If I could have went back and had a specific system, because I made a huge jump from Genesis to Xbox. So
Oh,
I
okay.
missed
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
beginning PlayStations and
Yeah, you missed
the
the whole-
GameCube and 64. I miss a lot. If I could have gone back and had one, it definitely would have been 64.
Yeah.
First of all, Mario 64 is probably one of the most solid games of all time.
Oh, dude.
I fucking love it.
I know.
Haven't played it.
Ever?
Mario 64?
What?
I went Genesis to PlayStation and then just followed the PlayStation track up until PlayStation.
That's
2.
where you went wrong.
I followed it one generation.
right. And then I kind of got away from the consoles for a while until we got our Wii U and then the Switch and whatnot. So it was just a bit of PC gaming from then on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one thing the guys in the chat keep trying to convince me to get into.
Yeah.
The PC. Yeah. By the way, if you guys are PC gamers and you have Steam, they have a crazy amount of stuff that's on discount right now. A lot of Star Wars stuff, like the Jedi Knight series is on discount right now.
Yeah.
Age of Empires is on discount. Super. I bought Shadows of the Empire for $1.50 today. How am I not going to spend that? It could be the worst game of all time. $1.50. What?
It's one. I feel like I haven't played it for a while, but I feel like it's one of those cult classic games that isn't that good.
No, it's not.
I don't think it aged well.
No.
at all.
And from my understanding, the first level is the funnest, most fun, the funnerest. Dash Rendar, because I think that's the Hoth. You start on
it's
Hoth,
the Hoth.
and you take the things down, and then it goes into first-person shooting from there on, and it's like Doom-styled, like terribleness.
I remember I used to play that in my dentist office.
$1.50.
Before I had an N64, my dentist office had an N64. On
That is an
launch.
awesome
With
dentist.
Mario 64 and like Shadows of the Empire.
Oh.
And I would sit there and like, fuck my teeth. I'm trying to beat this level on Mario, man. Come on. It was so good.
Yeah, so shouts out to everybody who's live with us. Yeah, Age of Empires, and thank you, Walter. KOTOR is also 1 and 2 super discounted. I think it's close to like $3 or $4 on Steam right now. So if you guys do have a PC and Steam, I mean, you spend $20 and you can get a handful of great games.
I should just jump on there and buy those. That way, one day when I do have a PC, I'll have them on my account.
Yeah, there
and
you
I can just
go.
download them.
Yeah. It's nice because I mean, traveling for work, I have a work laptop and I have Steam on that. So if I buy it on my personal computer, it automatically shows up on my Steam on my laptop.
Steam has ruined my entire concept of what a game should cost. Because for the longest time, I would just wait for the Steam sale, get anything for like under $10.
Yeah.
Then we get the Nintendo system, and nothing ever dips below 60, and
Yep.
I'm just like
That's what
cringing to
Nintendo
spend the
does,
money
yeah.
on it. But yeah,
Nintendo's like Apple when it comes to video games.
yeah, for sure.
Like they have a core fan base. Their shit is unique compared to everybody else's. It's always full price.
That is one thing that I'm really happy I stepped up and bought the DS. They have retro stuff that's downloadable that you can play any Game Boy game. Like I bought Pokemon Yellow. It was like $8. I'm like, how am I not gonna buy that? And I don't
Yeah.
have to even put it in a cartridge. It just loads it.
Yeah,
Fucking
that's
done.
That's a big complaint about the Switch that I didn't realize before I bought one is that not all of the retro console stuff is on Switch. At least not yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Like they have NES, but they don't have anything else yet.
And yeah, they're kind of slow dripping it.
So I got on there and I was like, dude, I want to get all my favorite Super Nintendo games. I was like, I can't. You're stuck. Stuck and pissed.
Yeah, I am. I'm excited because I've never played any of the Zelda games. Never. I've watched people play them.
Yeah.
My best friends up the street watch them play it. But Ocarina of Time is like $15 on the DS now. What are you smiling around?
After you said that in my head, I just thought the Macarena of Time for some reason.
The Macarena of Time.
the best
It
Zelda.
came around that same time, I think. So sorry. You guys want to talk about Star Wars?
Yeah, sure.
I suppose that's what this is all about, right?
It is. You know, last episode we ended up talking about like Marvel and Aquaman the whole time. So
Sometimes that's how
I
it
will
goes,
have
though.
nothing to contribute to that conversation if that's how it goes.
well, it was mainly because we were waiting for so long. Because I saw Aquaman early, was kind of disappointed, and I was waiting for him to see it for a while, and then we finally chatted about it. But yeah, you know, we had wasn't much Star Wars news.
Yeah,
So we got a number of things tonight. And do you want to start off with the list that you're about to pull up that I see you pulling up currently on your phone?
Yeah, so I forget what website, and I apologize to the website that put this up because I clicked on your website.
I don't apologize.
But it was like the best and worst theorized titles for episode 9. There's a few here that I'm like, I wouldn't mind that. I really
Are you
wouldn't
going
mind
to do
that.
the best first or the worst first? Or are they mixed in?
You know, honestly, I didn't even realize it. They mixed them up. I assume it was like the first 5 are the worst and the next 5 are the best. But as I was going through, I noticed that they were alternating, and I was like, I'm not even labeling them. So it's just all up to us.
Nice. 10 of the worst.
I did start Legacy of the Force
the
on
books?
on audiobook.
Oh, nice. What do you think?
I'm like kind
I
of.
hated the first one.
Well, that's obviously where I started, but
Well, because they were 3 different authors for 9 books. They each had 3, and they don't necessarily like ditch certain characters in certain books. But like Karen Travis had book 2, and it was mostly about Boba Fett, so she was able to focus on Boba Fett in that book.
wait,
Doesn't mean
with
that-
Jason Solo and all this, and we're in the second.
Yep.
Is Boba Fett?
Yeah, he's on the cover. It's right there.
Oh, what's
yeah.
the first one called?
Betrayal, Bloodlines, Tempest, Exile, Inferno, Fury, Revelation.
Wow,
Yeah.
but it's a solid series. Because this is
I
where-
remember not really liking like New Jedi Order stuff at all, but I did
Yeah.
like Legacy of the Force.
See, this is where, because I don't know a lot about that era, because I've never been really interested in it. I had enough of Luke in
Yeah.
the original trilogy.
Yeah.
I do like him in Episode 8 and that sort of thing,
Yeah.
as long as he's not the main character.
Yeah.
All for it. But when we get into like those books, he's like center stage most of the time. The fact that this starts after Anakin Solo died is interesting to me.
Yes, correct. Sorry.
So, because there's Jason Solo, Jaina Solo,
Who are
and
twins.
they're twins,
Yep.
and then their younger brother
Anakin.
Ben,
Anakin, right?
Anakin, and then it's Ben Skywalker. Yeah.
Yep.
Anakin died in the book series before that.
There is one grievance to why like Legends fans are pissed about the sequel trilogy.
Mhm.
The fact that Han and Leia's daughter is named Ben. Like that would make way more sense if it was Luke's son.
Yeah,
I just said Han and Leia's daughter, didn't I?
one of them.
Yeah, he's a daughter. He's got long hair. But yeah, so like that would make way more sense if it was Luke's child.
Ben.
Not unless
Right,
it's the
'cause,
random
like, what
unless they
was-
picked a random name. That's like,
Yeah,
whatever.
I'm sure there was other Bens besides. Hell, even Obi-Wan picked the name Ben.
Yeah,
I
that's
guess.
true.
So what Ben did he name himself after?
That is
Yeah,
kind of
that's true.
You know,
Wow.
that's kind of
knows?
unique.
Savage. Look at
they
that.
they could retcon something crazily where he actually his first name was Ben, and then when he became a part of the Order, they gave him a title or something, like a title name, almost like if you're Catholic, you get a Catholic name.
Middle name, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I think that might be, and I like how that stuff's integrated, like actual stuff happenings that happen on Earth.
Yeah.
But they didn't do that to Anakin, so I guess there's like we don't really have a precedent for
You're
that.
gonna change the chosen one's name? Good luck.
Yeah.
How are you gonna beat Skywalker?
I would like to know more on the background of the Skywalkers. And that sounds funny because that's what the entire everything's about.
But like Shmi and her dad.
Yeah, before.
Yeah.
We always talk about the bloodline forward. What about the bloodline backward?
Watto found some slave named Skywalker. He's like, I gotta have that dude.
What?
He walks on skies, motherfucker.
This motherfucker.
All right, back to your point,
I don't have one.
which was the titles for
Yeah,
episode
what were we
9. We were
talking
gonna
about?
go through.
Let's do it. Oh, before let's wrap up the Legacy of the Force stuff. So they talk about a place on Corellia.
Yeah.
Corellia's all like main stage, at least in the part that I'm at.
Yep.
And they're talking about a place called Center Point Station,
Yes.
and it's like this ancient relic, crazy.
It's one of the major super weapons of Star Wars.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had never heard of it.
Well, it's only in those.
So the fact that there was a major super weapon that has existed throughout the entire movie series.
Yeah.
Is it canon now? Is
No, that's all legends though.
that- Okay.
But yeah, if we're going to take it at face value, you know, even during the prequels and original trilogy, this stuff was out.
Oh, I see what you mean though.
So it was canon at one point.
yeah, when this book came out, yeah.
So the fact that a Center Point Station and a massive, I don't even know how it works. I forget what they said, but it's such ancient technology. They just talked about like how devastating it was.
Yeah.
The Devastator or whatever the Demolisher. What was the name of the thing?
Decimator.
Decimator.
yeah.
I like it even better.
Can they canonize the Decimator, the VT-49, please? 49, not 47. All right. Anyways, so best
got-
and worst and worst titles.
No, we're wrapping the legacy up. I got two other things. Luke Skywalker sends Jason in to the Center Point Station for many different reasons. He says, 1, you've been there. 2, you're familiar with how it works. And 3, I thought this was unique. He said, and your understanding of alternative philosophies of the Force gives you the upper hand. And I was like,
That's like preface for you're going to turn to the dark side, right?
I was like, you're dancing around some shit.
Your alternative views on the Force are...
alt Jedi perspective is
Alt Jedi.
perfect.
Yeah, I had to rewind it. I was like, did I hear what I just heard? Like, did he just say what I heard? What I did?
Did I speak what he just wrote?
Well, I do it on audiobook, so
Yeah. You said rewind. I was almost like, what? Then I remembered you use audiobooks.
Also, I like Han less.
Yes.
He's kind of a bitch
He's
I'm
just
sorry,
an
guys.
annoying old
In the
man.
EU?
in that book series.
Yeah.
And I get his stance on it. And I think it's the right stance because he's always standing up for Corellia, and like that's where I'm from. But also, aren't you supposed to hate Corellia because it's a piece of shit and you were like a slave person?
Well, that's the Han that we have now.
Yeah, that's canon now. I think back then it was Corellia was more. I feel like it was more prosperous. They didn't make it into a turd planet.
I don't remember.
I thought it was I thought it was like a manufacturing planet. Like they had their strengths. Well, I guess the point is, he talks about Corellia about it being kind of a strong planet and very.
it probably wasn't a shithole like it was in Solo.
Yeah. But it's very. It'll stand alone. Like it doesn't need the Empire or the New Order or whatever the hell's going on. They're very self sufficient. But he just every character says something and he just bitches about it. I'm like,
Yeah.
Han, just shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Yeah, if I remember correctly, that Boba Fett's trying to hunt him down and Han's being a scared bitch the whole time.
Leia,
If I remember correctly.
this makes me like Leia because Leia's talking mad shit to Han.
Yeah.
Just like what I said. She's like, Han, can you like not talk for about a half hour because this sucks.
Why'd I marry a non-force sensitive?
Seriously,
Jesus.
divorce papers right here.
Go back to Kira.
Go back
bitch.
to Kira. I bet she'll put up with your shit. The other small thing I had was in conversation, Han says he calls someone Goldilocks. And I thought that was such a weird mindfuck to like a nursery rhyme from Earth that he would say in the Star Wars universe.
He says Goldilocks in the movies, right?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. He calls him like Gold or Gold Bitch or something. But the fact that he would say Goldilocks, like you're pulling some weird.
Oh,
Specific,
he says goldenrod.
Goldenrod. Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, that's what it was.
I thought that was just weird. Like it came across conversation. It's like, duh, you can put that in there because it works. But also the fact that you're saying Goldie, like that's like calling someone like Sarah Connor from Terminator, and you're like, wait a second, what universe? What the fuck is happening? I thought that was so weird.
Yeah.
But yeah. What you guys have all been waiting for. Let's get into these fucking titles here.
Well, yeah, I'm sure.
All right, I got a list here. So these were
Impatiently waiting for all these.
These were a list of 10 best/worst titles. I'd just like to go through them and we can kind of give our feedback on them. Number 1, A New Order.
No.
Boo.
See, that's interesting because I didn't mind it.
It's too close to the First Order. A New Order.
Yeah, but the First Order is not a... What if it was like the New Jedi?
Boo.
Really?
Yeah, no, I feel like The Last Jedi just kind of
Oh, that guy...
stomped on the
Fair.
Jedi.
No. Yeah, you're right. Fair enough. But I thought if The Last Jedi was named something else, if Episode 9 was to be called The New Jedi, because I feel like that's what we're doing, is we're turning the page on the Jedi. The ancient Jedi texts were supposedly burned by Yoda. Luke kind of changes... What do you mean?
Supposedly, but they weren't.
I know,
Oh.
but
Luke thinks they are?
Yeah. Whatever. We'll move on. I didn't mind A New Order. It's not great. Ashes of the Empire. See, I like it because it's kind of particular. It's a little more hands-on rather than.
I feel like it would make more sense as Episode 7.
Yeah.
Like directly
as a
after Episode
finisher.
6, Ashes of the Empire.
Yeah.
Because we already know from 7 and 8 the Empire's...
Empire's done.
Yeah.
So I think that's a valid point. The reason I don't like this is because it's hard tied into shit that we've already seen.
Yeah.
So like The Force Awakens is brand new, it's fresh, it doesn't have any ties, and we're moving forward.
Except for the Force itself, which is tying together all of Star Wars, right? Anything
Yeah.
that says like Hope or Empire or Jedi or Rebellion or whatever, like I'm not about that for titles.
All right. Well, you're gonna hate most of these.
Yeah, I knew as soon as you said the 5 best, 5 worst titles, I was like, I'm gonna hate all of them. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this one you're really gonna fucking hate, and we mentioned it. Number 3,
No.
Spark of Hope.
Oh Jesus!
No.
That's bad.
Oh man,
That's bad.
my ears are ringing.
Spark of Hope is trash. I don't know who put that. The one that I have actually seen animated or whatever drawn up is Son of Darkness.
I haven't seen that one. No.
I've seen someone, Star Wars and a Son of Darkness under or in between.
It's intriguing, but as a finisher, I feel like it leaves too much to the imagination. Like,
I agree.
It doesn't close anything out.
Yeah.
See, I have a bad feeling about this. That's what they should just call it. Bad feeling.
Yeah.
Star Wars Episode 9 from a certain point of view.
This shit sucks.
The baddest feeling.
No, Son of Darkness sounds like a spin-off. Sounds like a Star Wars
It sounds
story.
like a book.
Yeah.
Son of Darkness.
That's
A
true.
Labyrinth
yeah.
of Evil. Son of Darkness.
Yeah, exactly.
Jedi
Well,
are good.
An episode of the Clone
Well,
Wars or something.
Before you continue, do you think they're going to continue with the something something?
Mm-mm.
No,
I don't think the is going to be a part of it.
really. I feel like if they're kind of establishing that, The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, The New Hope,
You know what they
The
should
New
do?
Ashes, The Spark Jedi.
You know what they should do? Hear me out. What if they called it The Force?
Stop.
Because this
Stop. Wait. Stop wherever you're going.
this is where I'm going because
Stop the car and turn around. And go home.
we learned so much. I mean, that's what it's about, the Skywalkers, but it's also on a grand scheme that, like we just said, the Force is what ties everything together. Of course, the characters come and go.
binds us.
It binds us, penetrates me.
It lifts us. wings.
Moving on.
Once we get to penetration, it's time to move on.
Force penetration.
Either
done.
you move on or you keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. It's all you can
We're
do. Really. Think about it.
Don't forget to pull out, fellas. Number 5, New Order Rises.
What?
No.
Get out of here. Who are these people?
No.
Did you give them ad revenue by clicking on their website?
Actually,
Jesus.
the funny thing is, I made up all of these and I thought they were the greatest things of all time. So I just wanted your guys' feedback. Let's keep going here. This might be rapid fire because there's none of the other ones I really like. Order of Ren, I hate that
What?
one.
No.
The Last Hope,
Stop.
No.
the Last Hope, the only hope, there is only hope. Wait, what? Yeah. Spark, Hope, Rise, I hate it.
No.
Spark, Hope, Rise.
No.
Order of Ren, Last Hope, Rebellion Reborn.
No.
See, I think that makes too much sense because, like, that's exactly what's happening. They're all on the Falcon. They're...
2 titles are too much, or 2 words in a title is not enough.
See, I
Yeah.
kind of like the alliteration, though. Rebellion Reborn. If they were a little more direct, it doesn't have to be blank of blank. It doesn't have to be... It could just... What if it was just called fucking evil? One word. What if it was
Episode 9, fucking evil.
death?
Dr. Evil. Hang on. No, keep going. Yeah, you keep going. I'll look this up. Sorry.
You literally just said, hold on, keep
I
going.
know. I changed my
All
mind.
right, the last 2. Balance of the Force, which I've seen that one drawn up.
That's what I was going to pull up.
I don't...
Of any of them, I think that's probably the best sounding. Most likely.
I think it's too on point. I don't like
Yeah.
it. Reign of Darkness.
No.
No.
Which-
That's not a closer.
That's that's
What if they ended it really dark?
That's a middle movie.
What if they ended it really dark?
Then
We're
they got to
talking-
do 10, 11,
First of
12 and all that.
Yeah.
First of all,
They're not gonna do all
episode
that.
6 was supposed to end with Luke going to the dark side.
Yeah, but
that's
he
how it
changed
was
his mind
written.
because he realized.
That's how it was written, though.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be Revenge of the Jedi.
Yeah, but then he realized you can't do that. All those clones on screen at the same time. You
Yeah.
couldn't do the prequels. Then he's going to wait.
I don't mind it. I don't mind them. So if you guys are shitting on all this, what should it be called? Genius 1 and 2?
So, and I don't stand behind this at all, but my mind goes to something which they've already used, so they can't use it. But like, if it was going to be something like Force for Change or something cheesy like that, I could see that being like a closer title. They're already using it for their charity stuff, so that's out. But I don't know. It's vague enough to kind of imply what's going on, since the Last Jedi and with the rebellion and everything like that, and it kind of has this sort of finality to it, but
Now that you
Yeah, I
say
don't
that, another one that's already been used that I would actually like is Forces of Destiny.
Right. Yeah.
That would
something
be
like
fucking
that.
sweet.
Especially because we have the whole thing between Ren and Ray. Yeah, that would be cool.
Right. Maybe. Yeah. Destiny could be. I feel like the word destiny could be in the running somewhere. Fulfill your destiny of destiny.
Destiny of these characters in the
Spark
movie.
of destiny.
Spark of Destiny.
Jesus. Oh, my brain hurts from that. The Destiny Sparks.
Ooh.
Destiny's
Dakota.
child.
Dakota said, "What Destiny's Child?" Episode 9, The Rule of Two. Because what if? Let's just.
Again, leads it open to 10 through 12.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yes.
Well, what if there's a common enemy? What happens if they pull a Revan and Kylo is just being used by an overall, like Snoke and Kylo thought they were running everything, but there's actually an evil
Yes.
somewhere where Kylo's gonna go try to find some dark side artifacts to gain more power,
Yeah.
and he trips on an actual Sith Lord, and he's like, "Fuck, this guy's crazy."
right
Shit,
over
why
him.
is his fucking
You
foot
know.
sticking out of the ground?
Why is he laying there like
Who
that?
buried this motherfucker?
I'd be pissed too. Star Wars Episode 9. Where my bitches at? Biatches. I don't like that one actually.
No, it's not going to fit. Sorry.
It's not
Too many words. Too many words.
You know what I would like actually is for them not to use the Let's put pain point words here. Sith. I don't want them to use the word Sith.
No.
I don't want them to use the word Jedi.
Nope.
Spark. No.
Jesus, please.
Rebellion.
And if there's
resistance.
spark is in the script, I'm walking out of the movie theater.
You know what's another one that I don't know. Like force. I actually don't want them to use the word force either.
Only because they already did for 7.
Yeah.
And Jedi only because they already did for 8.
the Force goes back to sleep.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Natural selection.
What about the run-on of the titles? The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, something.
For breakfast.
Yeah. Episode 9. For drinks.
For drinks. Yeah. For Rogue Squadron podcast. Is Kylo even a Sith? Which one do you want?
Can I have one of those Star Dusters?
Yeah, from North High.
Yeah.
There you go.
I feel like Kylo is more Sith than we've ever seen anyone be Sith on the screen, in a sense.
You know, no, that's a very good point, and I will build off that because
That's an entire episode right there.
Ooh.
yeah. Well, because he's untrained, people are like, he can't be a Sith because he's untrained. But it's like that's the most natural. He's playing off pure emotion.
It's the same way as Luke being one of the best Jedi because he doesn't have the baggage of the Jedi.
Yep.
Kylo doesn't have the baggage of Palpatine knowing the rule of 2 but fucking around with like 14 apprentices, and then eventually his shit ended in dust. Kylo has the pure rage of the dark side but doesn't have all that baggage.
Yeah. He's not being held down.
Yeah.
Like even Snoke. Well, we saw how that ended with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he had just worn armor, he wouldn't got cut in half. What the fuck?
He
Walking
was
around in his robes.
Yeah.
pimped out.
Just got out of the shower.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that master suite attached to his fucking throne room. That was his downfall.
Dakota's arguing that Darth Vader was the last of the Bane line, but I don't think being a part of the Bane line is the reason people are the Sith. I feel like the Sith, the title just means that you use pure emotion or you play on emotion for power.
That's a good question. If Tommy Applesauce is still in the chat, like, what does define Sith?
Because we all assume it's like a bloodline or like a passed down.
In the new canon, even. Because it's, I mean, well, the only thing we really have as far as ancient Sith goes with new canon is like the Clone Wars episode with Yoda and Bane.
Bane's ghost, yeah.
I'll put Bane in quotation marks.
Yeah. But we don't really know what they were doing
That's a good question.
and how they ran things now.
Yeah, because Sith, they don't actually use the word Sith until the prequels.
Right.
Once more.
Once again, as it was before the forefathers.
No,
yes.
they know they are Sith, but the question is, like, they don't have an order and a temple and all that stuff. So, like, how do they get sworn in as a Sith? Like, what defines them as Sith? Where's the Book of the Sith or the Bible or whatever?
Yeah, I think there's no more Darths. Yeah, I mean it's a title though.
But that's what I mean. But you could drop the Sith line for 100 years and then somebody finds a holocron and brings it back. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think that's a very good point. That he's kind of the most pure Sith because he doesn't have the baggage, or he's not being held down. Like Palpatine limited Vader so much just to stay in power. Like if I don't limit this dude, he's gonna fucking kill me. And that's what happened with Snoke. He didn't limit him. He was trying to poke him and get him stronger, and then
he fucking killed him.
Yeah, and then he's like, yeah.
Dude, oh yeah, Tommy's back. Tommy, what defines a Sith in new canon? Is there a ritual or like a confirmation you have to go through, or like a first communion?
Do you have to be a Darth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the core
You
principles?
sign up, you get the confirmation email,
Yeah, you
and
have
then
to-
you have to go through the
Sending you a job application.
I am
and have
not
an
a
interview
robot.
And,
not a
yeah.
robot.
Yeah, exactly. The reCAPTCHA.
Yeah.
And it just shows like
How many street lights can
choose
you
all
find in
choose
there?
all pains with starfighters.
Right.
Oh fuck.
Oh, that's a speeder. Fuck.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Only decimators.
Only decimators. No, it's a valid. I like it. We
No,
could
it
literally
is.
sit here and talk about that.
Yeah. No, I love that point about Kylo though. That's awesome, man.
See, that's where I do like. I do like the dynamic of Kylo and Rey. How they are kind of hands off. They don't have the baggage. They're not built on history. They're creating history moving forward. They're creating history moving forward. That's how it
what
does.
you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not looking back. Kill the history, or what does Kylo say?
Let the past die.
Let the
Yep.
past die.
Kill all the history. Ryan, man, you fucked that script up. You better hire Mopar.
Kill all the history.
Ray, kill all the history. I want you to join me.
All the history. We might have to rename this episode. Kill all the history.
The books, the
You need to make some
Wikipedia
t-shirts
entries.
of that.
Kill all the history.
Slap it on a t-shirt.
Kill it all.
Kill it all. We are okay. Here's Shinobi. We kind of say the canon version of how to become a Sith in the Darth Vader comic. Oh, that's a valid point.
I haven't kept up with it.
I haven't finished it.
That's one of the most legit things. I've got through the first 2 sets, so
Yeah.
I'm like 12 series in, or however. I'm not a comic reader. No, I'm a number 12 in, and it's so cool.
Yeah.
It's so cool. But that's like, who says? The weird thing about the canon now is who says that even Vader's a true Sith? Because Plagueis, it was only mentioned. Bane doesn't exist other than he's a ghost. Revan doesn't exist canonly. So when we're talking about the line of the Sith, we are starting with Palpatine.
Right, yeah. We don't know
Technically, it's
In
much
Palpatine.
about
canon.
anything, really. In
Palpatine
new
and Maul.
canon, yeah.
Palpatine and Maul are the first 2 Sith canonly.
Yeah.
And well, I mean, ancient Sith, Plagueis in episode 3, he was.
Yeah.
So Shinobi's saying stuff about, you have to kill a Jedi without your lightsaber to take his crystal to make your own. I get that kind of stuff from the comics. I'm just saying, like, who decides? Like,
The
there's
Force.
no Sith council.
Where's the creed coming from?
Yeah, like when you sign your papers, like, yeah, I need my Sith passport so I can go across the galaxy.
It was very in Legends. It was very black and white because they had a Sith code, they had a Jedi code. I mean, from KOTOR. I mean, that shit's built in. But the fact that that doesn't exist anymore, you're like, well, then what
Well,
actually?
the Sith do too, but it was just in secret. I'm just asking, like, what would it take for the Sith to come back? Would it be as simple as Kylo finding the right holocron and being like, oh, I just have to do this. I'm a Sith now, and then if I get an apprentice, I'm going to put him through this trial.
Shinobi's blowing my mind here. So the Sith code is canon. Maul recites it in Star Wars Rebels.
Fucking ass.
That's also really fucking cool. That
Can you
canonized it through that?
Can you export me that clip and none of the other filler garbage about space whales so I can watch
Space
that? I
whales.
would love to see that.
If I see a droid on scene, I'm turning it off. I don't want to see it.
I give too much shit to Rebels, though.
Well,
It's not
I
that
bought
bad.
all of the episodes that connect to Clone Wars, and that was about it.
That was
all
all?
I watched. Yeah, and it's
just,
good.
There's
But
just so much filler. I just don't get why you have to have that. Like, it's not like the episodes with cool canon stuff don't work for kids. Just make all the episodes like that. Sorry, I didn't mean to rant about that again.
I think with the live action stuff that's going to be coming out soon, we're gonna get our get. We're gonna get got.
I just realized for the first time tonight that I was looking at your Instagram feed about the guy that plays Prince Oberyn is the Mandalorian, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm
Yeah.
more stoked about that now because
Yes.
Game of Thrones.
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Change
gonna,
their name. The Sith changed their name to the Knights of Ren. What if Ren? Well, his name isn't Ren. Obviously, it's not Kylo Ren. It's Ben.
Ben Solo. Yeah.
So what if Ren is an ancient Sith?
They
what
could
if,
make that.
What if Ren is the new Darth? You're Kylo Ren. This is Yoda Ren. This is fucking.
That puts like an Asian spin on it because that was like the Chinese names, like Cao Cao and Cao Pi and Cao Yu and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Like they had the names backwards. That'd be fucking interesting. Yeah.
Maybe if we saw some Knights of Ren,
yeah.
we'd know some more.
You're the master of the.
I know you're
Tossing
watching this
words
live stream
around.
while you're on set right now. Come on.
Seriously, though. JJ
I wrote the script for episode 9.
Mopar is on it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that would be dope.
Knights of Ren. Yeah,
be
I'm
dope.
just theorizing now because the fact that it's Knights of Ren, I'm thinking like Ren is an ancient Sith.
They
that-
found his teachings and they like devoted their lives to him.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm wondering how Snoke fits into that though.
Dude.
Yeah, I mean, the way he talked about it always kind of seemed like it was just something that Kylo, that Ben was a part of, and that, like, maybe even before he met Snoke, but then they talk about Snoke turning him, so I don't know.
Well, this is kind of where I'm at. I feel like Snoke may have not been a 100% devout follower of the Ren. Like, if we're going to go into this, Kylo is a Knight of Ren. Snoke is not. Snoke is like an emperor who is a Force user and wants to do shit for him.
Right.
But he's not an actual follower or apostle or whatever the fuck you want to say of Ren.
My thought is,
Dude,
they
okay. Sorry.
they all rebelled from Luke's temple, and Kylo was the strongest, so he was kind of their leader, and they just decided to attach themselves to something just to give them an identity.
Yeah,
That's
maybe they
kinda
just
my
made
thought.
it up. Maybe this is first generation.
Yeah.
First generation
Knights of
Sith,
Ren,
first
yeah.
generation Ren.
Like Ren could still be like an ancient Sith, like you said.
Sure.
I just mean like they had this cause and they attached themselves to something.
Well, yeah, I'm assuming like they did what they did at the temple, and then they went and found something, and they're like, "This is it.
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah.
us. This
Yeah.
represents us."
Yeah.
I am excited. The Knights of Ren is so like nonchalantly put in there,
Yep.
but it's in very epic pieces of the Force Awakens, and
But it could
Last
very
Jedi.
easily not be in 9 at all.
it could be nothing. It would piss me off. What if they don't even mention the Knights of Ren in Episode 8?
I don't think they will.
What if Knights of
You
Ren?
don't think they're going to be in there?
I don't think so.
What if Episode 9 is called Knights of Ren?
I'm going to
No.
lose my shit if they're not
No,
in there.
I don't think they are.
Way.
I really don't think they are. Think of 7, Snoke, giant hologram, all the build up. Who is Snoke? How is he this powerful? Boom, gets cut in half at the end of 8. I don't think they're going to mention Knights of Ren at all.
I think they have to.
No.
Because now, what's the
I
leading?
think it'll be a book or something.
What's the leading power in
Well-
the universe?
There isn't one. That's why it's so intense.
What's the Knights of
That's
Ren?
why 9 is so interesting.
Leader of the Knights of Ren.
No, it's Kylo. He's fucking shit up. That's why it's so interesting.
I mean, I could see it maybe being if they did a flashback to show what happened to the rest of it. Maybe they're not even still around anymore. Maybe that's
That's
why,
what I mean, yeah.
So I don't. If they drop a hint about that, that's fine. I don't need to see everything about it. But like, you can't just be throwing stuff out there.
He's a leader of a whole like strong group, and you're not going to say anything about it. And
But if
you're
he's
not-
the leader of the group, then why is he now training with this dude, with his army, and not with the group at all?
right? Yeah, like,
because
where
he
do
was
they
trying to
go?
kill his dad, and
But
he
what
did.
if he was the leader of the group and the group's gone? What if he ended it or they all died or something, and now
Yeah.
he's training with Snoke?
Yeah,
No, what that was
That
just one.
could
That
be.
was just one thing on his resume.
But
you know what I mean?
Snoke says in 8 actively that you are the leader of the Knights of Ren.
In 7, yeah, I know.
Does he say it in 7? I thought it was 8.
No, 7. Even you, because he's about to, like, you got to kill your dad. Even you, the leader of the Knights of Ren, can't do that shit, you bitch.
Pretty sure he says it again in 8 when he makes him look like a bitch.
I don't think anybody says it in 8. The speculation was that those
Yeah.
Praetorian guards were the Knights of Ren.
yeah.
And Kylo had to kill all of his former followers to get to Snoke.
How weird.
Yeah.
That would have been cool.
It still could be possible. They just didn't announce
Could be. They just didn't tell anybody,
it. Yeah.
which is weird.
I mean, they had
Great
to be
choice.
fucking badass to fight against Kylo. The way he casually decapitates that dude, so sweet. And then chucks the other guy in the fucking blender.
First of all, why is it there's no railing? There, you got a blender right fucking here.
It's Star Wars. There's never any railings, man.
Yeah.
If there are railings, it's the bridge is this wide.
Wait, what?
If there are railings, it's a bridge that's this wide that goes across a giant chasm.
Chasm.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's always chasms.
Yeah.
Always chasms.
One
Maybe
of the most.
that'll be the title of 9.
Always chasms.
Yeah, chasms for days.
Chasm Squad bud.
Chasms for days. Oh man, what's your favorite new movie of the Star Wars universe?
My favorite new movie of the Disney World, probably Rogue One.
He's got it right.
Yeah.
I still get more feels out of Rogue One than I.
Yeah.
I do appreciate Episode 7. I think more because I think they had to reboot an entire franchise, and I think they did. But I saw more of what I wanted in Rogue One. I wanted to see battle. I wanted to see troops actually die. I want to see the rebellion not always be the good guys, like they're killing people for information. Like that's what I want to see.
I love that. Yeah. Yeah.
What did you think of Solo though?
Solo grew on me the more I watched it. The first time I saw it, I kind of didn't feel anything about it. It was okay, and then I kept rewatching it, and I bought it, and yeah, every time I watch it, I like it more.
Love it. It's so good.
Yeah, I do too. I'm not going to sit here and shit on it. I think it's probably my least favorite out of the 4 that have been released.
Yeah.
But that's not saying much because I do enjoy all of them.
I was gonna say, how good of a sign is that though? That you love Solo and it's your least favorite out of the 4 newest.
You got to have a least favorite.
You know what I
That's
mean?
just how it is.
No, I know, but like it's still so fucking good though.
I do like it.
Like as for as much timidity as there is, and people are pissed about the new Disney stuff. Like,
It's the true standalone.
yeah,
Like Rogue One's so ingrained into the original trilogy and the speeders and the rebellion that
Yep.
if you watch just Rogue One, you'd probably be fucking confused. If that was the first and
for sure.
only film that you saw, you'd be
Yeah.
like,
my wife did watch it and was confused.
Yeah.
It's like, why are you guys
Makes
so
sense.
excited? What the fuck is happening? Do you remember that? We're in the theater for a thing. Yeah, like, what's going on? No, she hadn't seen the other ones at all.
Oh wow.
So she was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Why are you guys having so much fun?
Yeah.
This is so boring.
yeah, I'd like it.
Yeah. It is my favorite because it scratches so many of the fandom itches for
Yes.
me. And like, I mean, weirdly, my favorite thing about The Last Jedi is just Luke saying Darth Sidious.
Yeah.
And just that recognition that the prequels happened and that people in the future knew about them.
I know.
Like that made me happy.
I know.
And so like you have Rogue One, then you see more of the connections to the prequels, and that always makes me happy.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's good shit.
Luke was woke in fucking episode 8. He straight up was like, listen, the Jedi fucked up.
The Force does not belong to you.
Yeah.
That's one of the coolest things.
Yeah, he was
that I
very...
heard.
So I'm going to jump around here a little bit.
Do it.
The Ahsoka book was something I don't think we ever really talked about. I finished it on the audiobook.
Nice.
Ahsoka's one of my favorite characters, probably my favorite character of the Clone Wars
Nice.
cartoon, easily.
Commander Cody, obviously.
Well, Grievous is also fucking psychotic badass, but
In the original Clone Wars.
yeah. Ahsoka book was very... I'm gonna start off really bad. It was very weak to me. There were many aspects that I loved. They do a lot of stuff where, like, she gets her white lightsabers in such a unique way, because she's like, it's after episode or Order 66. She's kind of running. She's being like that rogue Force user, but not. She never gives her real name. She's just on the outer rim, kind of bouncing around, trying to be low key. But she starts getting involved because she's like, I can't sit back and watch. The Empire's coming in and like killing people and taking shit over, and she's like, I can't just sit back and let this stuff happen. That's not my way. Even if I'm not a Jedi now,
Yeah.
I have to make a difference. She ends up coming across one of the Inquisitors, kills him, takes the ritual that we were talking about with the Darth Vader, where with the red lightsaber, they
bleeding and
they
stuff.
bleed this. She healed the fucking
Oh, nice.
the crystal, and it brings out I forget like how it's stated, but basically if you heal it, it'll become its true self or something, and it turned white because she's no longer Jedi and she's not Sith.
That's so sweet.
And I was like, oh
Yeah,
yes.
I like that.
It's
That's
also
fucking awesome.
It's also it's so unique too. Sorry, spoiler if you guys are still waiting to read that book or whatever. It's been out for what 3-4 years. Yeah, I thought that was, first of all, badass. Second of all, unique to her character because she was kicked out of the Order. But it's not like she wasn't kicked out because they were
Yeah, she
allowing her
did
back. She
leave,
walked
yeah.
away.
Yeah.
But for good reason, obviously. 'Cause
Right.
she probably would have died if she would have stayed with him. And the fact that they would put that in there, that red crystals can be healed and or like neutralized, because usually you think you're just ruined, and that's been the rule. Once down the dark path, you're fucked forever.
Yeah.
I think it's what Yoda says, except backwards.
Exact quote.
Yep.
Forever fucked are you?
Yeah.
Forever fucked are you. But the fact that they would put that in there, that Jedi have like that natural healing, well, not Jedi, but Force users, it's not forever down the dark path. Yoda was actually wrong. First of all, Vader was saved at the end.
Right.
I love how much Yoda is wrong.
Yeah.
I agree.
I love
Why are
how
we still
Yoda.
listening to him at all?
Well, he knows he's wrong though. That's one thing that I really love, that scene of him in 8. Like, he was so dedicated to the cause, and he ended up being wrong. And because he was wrong, so many things happened.
Yeah.
So by the time he pops up to talk to Luke in Last Jedi, like, he recognizes that.
Yeah.
And he's like, I failed, you got to teach them your failures. We all fucked up.
Yeah, you don't want people to make the same mistake.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's a very good learning point. But yeah, back to Ahsoka. I was not mad at the book. I wasn't mad that I got through it.
Yeah.
But it was definitely, like you suggested when I first told you, I'm pretty sure it was a young adult book.
I think it is.
okay.
And it very much felt like a young adult book.
Yeah.
There was some brutal stuff that happened. They talk about like decapitation, and I mean it got a little brutal, but
Any younglings bite the dust?
Well, because it's after Order 66,
after
so she's
66.
like, is she like feeling things?
She cuts herself off for the most part. It's like a growing thing where, like, when you first meet her in the book, it's nothing. My lightsabers, I buried them with, actually, it's kind of sad. I think she buried him with Rex, or one of the clones that she was close to.
Because Rex is still around.
Rex not dead.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was someone else.
Yeah.
But I think she buried her original lightsaber with Rex, or I'm sorry, with whoever, and then cut herself off from the Force. And then she started bouncing around to a couple planets, and she felt the Force in other beings. And she's like, all right, well, I can't just sit back and let the Empire come in and take them and train them.
Yeah.
That's bad. So
Yeah.
it's kind of one of those Boondock Saint things where the only thing worse than evil is good men not doing anything. Like, that's just as bad. You have to stand up. So that was kind of her calling.
Nice.
Cool. It was a cool book.
I like that. That's a good description, too.
What?
The Boondock Saints reference.
Yeah. That's the first thing that they say in that movie they opened up. Is the indifference of good men. That's how he says it. And I'm like, yeah, what's the point of being a good man if you're not going to make any... If you're not going to stand up and do something about it.
Yeah.
If we could get, I can't think of the actor's name, Jimmy something from Boondock Saints, the old guy, the father. We could get him in a Star Wars movie, done deal.
The father, yeah.
The father. There's some serious
Just call him that,
actors
just call
in The
him that.
Mandalorian, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have not been keeping tabs on it.
I haven't looked in a while, but I remember when they announced everything. Like, so Pedro Pascal, it was rumored. And then Disney officially like announced like the cast listing and everything, and that's when they all came out. But like,
Nice.
Oh, let's see this cast list. I haven't seen it. This is for The Mandalorian, you're saying?
so Pedro Pascal, obviously. So Gina Carano, we've talked about that one too.
The Smoke Show?
Angel from Deadpool.
Oh, yeah.
Giancarlo Esposito, who was Gus in Breaking Bad.
Oh, he's badass.
Oh yes,
Great actor. Great actor.
Very
Werner
cool.
Herzog.
Who's that?
This dude.
Okay, he's in on a lot of stuff, yeah.
And he's a director as well.
Okay.
And then the other one, and Carl Weathers was the other one.
I see Nick
Who's Carl?
Nolte on
Carl
there.
from fucking Predator.
From what?
Predator. Carl Weathers from Predator.
Oh, yeah,
man.
yeah.
And Nick Nolte,
From
who is
Arrested
from
Development?
And yes, exactly, from Arrested Development. You got a stew going, baby.
Yeah.
And Nick Nolte, I can't remember what he's from, but I recognize the name. I know he's famous as well.
Yeah, Nick Nolte. He's
He's in everything from the 80s.
He's
Nick
in everything.
Nolte?
I've heard him before. He's in everything.
The last most recent thing I think I saw him in was Tropic Thunder. He was
Oh,
just like
Jesus.
that guy that.
I've never seen that.
Don't see it.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
I heard it's
So
really good.
It's so good.
Tropic Thunder?
Yeah, I've heard it's really good.
No, I thought it was cringe the whole time.
Oh no! I mean, it's Ben Stiller humor for sure. But
Oh, that's true.
You'll hate
I
it.
do-
But
I
it's
hate Ben
so-
Stiller.
But do you like Robert Downey Jr. playing multiple races, playing each other?
He does
in a weird
blackface
way?
in the film, man. It's
That's
They
what I've
push it.
heard. I
It's-
feel like it'd be worth it to watch that.
I'm not saying I didn't laugh. It was funny, but it was also very, very cringy.
I really do not like Ben Stiller
Yeah.
when he's the lead or in the writing position.
He's up there.
Yeah.
Because isn't it? It's been so long. They're actors, right? And they're supposed to be portraying, and then they
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
end up going into
It's-
like a bad part of town or something.
Yeah,
And
it's all about like the making of this Vietnam movie. That
I've seen the beginning of it.
Yeah.
I remember. Is Jack Black in that movie?
Yeah,
yeah, there's
Okay.
a lot of big names.
Yeah,
in it.
I've seen the
Yeah,
beginning
yeah.
of it. I remember that. Yeah, because that's obviously the only way that he could get away with blackface, is if they were making a movie of them making a movie and
Right,
he was
right.
supposed to be blackface.
yeah,
yeah.
Which it's amazing that movie came out. You could not make that movie now. I don't think
You couldn't make that like 2 years after it came out, bro.
Right? Yeah, it's
After they made it, they couldn't
slid
make it.
right in.
You made what? That's the last time.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Congratulations,
No
Iron
more.
Man.
No
You've
more.
taken-
We had to get rid of the Chappelle Show. You can't do this shit anymore. This is too. This is too much. That's awesome.
Oh man. Yeah. So. Anyways.
What are you guys watching on Netflix?
So, I finished Bumping Mics with Jeff Ross, Dave Attell.
I'll have to check it out.
So funny.
I love Jeff Ross.
And this is not overstated. The best stand-up thing I've ever seen.
Oh wow, that's good.
And I almost didn't want to say that because I hate when somebody says it's the best, it's the funniest thing I've ever seen, and then you watch it like, not really the funniest thing I've ever seen. So I kind of wanted people to watch it with their own recommendation, but it was really good because you don't often see. I've never really seen like a live comedy podcast, and you don't often see like two stand-ups together. I've seen our podcast, asshole. I've never seen ever live comedy podcast. But it's, stand-up comedy, you go up, you're one person, you do your thing, you do your set. Yeah. So it's nice to see two people being very loose with it, and they bring up guests, they bring up other comedians, they bring up people from the audience, they shit on them, they shit on each other. It's like, it's great. It's really, really, really good.
Jeff Ross is legit. He's a roaster for sure.
Well, and Dave Attell is one of the best stand-ups of all time. Like, it's fantastic. So it's 3 episodes. They did 3 nights in a row, Friday, Saturday, Sunday at the Village Underground in New York. It's awesome. It's really good.
Cool.
So, and then I watched Casino Royale.
nice.
Terrible. What are you watching on Netflix?
On Netflix,
Or Hulu or whatever you got.
Yeah, whatever you have,
No,
whatever you actually
just-
pay for.
just Netflix.
There we go.
No, last night my wife and I watched the what is it, like the Bill Murray stories or something? Have you guys come across this?
Ooh, no.
It's
No.
a little documentary about my boy Bill Murray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, like how he's become this sort of urban myth of stories. People just saying like, yeah, I was at the urinal and he like came up behind me and covered my eyes and was like whispering, no one's ever gonna believe this. And I turn around and it's Bill Murray, and like, yeah, he just goes and does random things. He shows up at parties, does the dishes.
I have heard of that.
Yeah. So
Does the
it's really
dishes.
interesting. Yeah.
That's what I heard. He went out.
Went to a
He showed up to a college party, partied all night, and then while everybody was passed out, he was mixing drinks for everybody. And then while everybody was passed out, he cleaned the dishes up, cleaned everything up, and left. So when everybody woke up, they're like, "Wait, was Bill Murray here last night?"
He just drops in.
He just drops in, yeah.
And makes an impression.
That's
good-
amazing.
Yeah, it was a good document.
Or like I've heard him where he'll walk into like a restaurant and just like pick up someone's burger, take a bite, and be like, "No one's
Yeah,
gonna believe
he'll,
you."
like,
Walk the
steal
fuck
someone's
out.
fries.
Bill Murray just ate my fucking. Yeah.
And who's going to complain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have my surf and turf, Bill Murray. I don't mind.
Serpent. Only one wing, please. I'm kind of hungry. Go ahead.
That's awesome, man. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
So that's a show on Netflix then.
Yeah, it's just a little documentary.
I gotta watch that.
As far as series goes, we've been watching. We just finished The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel on Amazon.
We're almost done.
Yeah,
What
is
is
this?
this?
Super good.
The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel,
Never heard
the
of it.
stand-up comedian. It's an
Yeah.
Amazon Prime show.
Oh, I don't.
It's like
So
back,
this-
back
this-
in the 50s,
Go ahead.
kind of a period show of just a woman kind of changing from 1950s housewife to crazy stand-up comic,
Yeah.
Yeah.
saying the fuck word all the time.
The fuck word. Which one is that?
The fuck one.
Got it.
The fuckiest word.
Let me write this down.
No, but so I was
fuckiest.
listening to like Rogan talk about the show, and he was like, the way they shoot it, like when she's about to go on stage to be a stand-up, like feels like what stand-ups feel like. Like she's nervous as hell, and of course she's hilarious, but she goes up on stage and she bombs, and like they really made it feel like you understand what a stand-up is feeling like before they go on stage. So
Yeah.
it's good. I think we got 3 or 4 left in season 2
Yeah.
to be caught up, but yeah, loving it so far.
Yeah,
Loving
super
it.
good.
Loving it.
Nice. I bounce
Watch
around.
it.
I bounce around. I'm kind of back on the classics. Rewatching Shameless. I love
Yep.
it. Cheers.
Season. What's the most recent season of Shameless? 8, right?
7 or 8, yeah.
Okay. So we're caught up, but we're waiting for 9 to come out to watch to go back in.
That's a raunchy one. Actually, the funny thing was my parents introduced me into it. And that, I mean, you know my parents, they don't give a fuck.
Some kind of parents that go there.
But yeah, when I started watching, I was like, I thank God I don't watch this show with my parents. There's tits flying around, everybody's banging, and there's so much drug use in it. But it's it's just like a tight knit family in like Southside Chicago, which is shitty. But
are you up to date on Shameless?
My wife watched more of it than I did. She if we ever start a series together and then I'm like burnt out or something, she'll just plow through it and then that's it. So yeah, she could talk all day about it.
Oh, like Grey's Anatomy, I blank out. I'm like, I can't fucking watch this shit. It's supposed to be really good, but it's one of them Gilmore Girls things where they just keeps going.
That's not true.
What do you mean? You like Gilmore Girls?
Those series are not similar at all.
I like Gilmore Girls.
I like Gilmore Girls too.
Yeah.
See, it's trash.
Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, same
Written
people.
by, same writer.
So
Same
maybe
writer?
Maybe it's not for you, but
Yeah, I
Same
don't.
writer. It's the same guy.
I hate every word that comes out of every person's mouth in Gilmore Girls.
Oh, you would hate Maisel then.
yeah.
I
feel like the writing, like that style, fits better with Mrs. Maisel.
Well, because
than,
she
like,
is a stand-up.
right.
Yeah.
And it like you have like that kind of quick 1950s like
Yeah.
let's go to the dirigible races and but yeah, like that.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, the transatlantic accent, whatever. But her style of writing fits better, I think, with that than it does with Gilmore Girls, where it just feels like, why the hell is everybody talking so fast? Who are these people?
Yeah,
which I still love it, but
Yeah, that's part of it. Also, no one laughs.
You're just mad because you can't keep up with their humor.
No, this is what happens.
That's how people that listen to the show feel like.
I'm going to say something. Here's a snarky comment. I'm going to say a better snarky comment. Neither of us are going to laugh, and we're going to walk the fuck away. That's the whole show to me.
you're supposed
Rory?
to laugh. You're the laughing one.
But I'm cringing instead because I'm like, no one laughed. Like you're
doing it
acting.
wrong.
There's like no emotion. I'm really upset. I can't tell really. I turned it off already.
You describing Star Wars?
Sorry, that's one of my cringe shows. I could never get into it. Yeah, so I feel the same way about episode 8 though. I turned it off. Can't watch it. Unwatchable.
Yeah.
Any Star Wars movie? Any Disney movie? I turn it off.
How was your overall reaction to 8? Because it's gotten so much up and down.
Yeah, it's a tricky one.
Here we
It's
go.
surprising, honestly.
Yeah. Well, my official position on it is that I really loved the big directions that it was taking and the ideas that it had. It is not my favorite Star Wars movie, but everything with Luke and Rey and Kylo, loved it. It was great. It made me more interested to kind of know what was going on. Everything outside of that,
That is kind of a good point or a good view on it. And all the Force users were actually like it was done very well. They're evolving. They're learning. Even Luke's still learning from Yoda. Like even though Yoda looked, I thought Yoda looked really fucking weird. I thought it would just look bad. He didn't look like Yoda when they first got. I was like, what the fuck's Kermit doing up in there?
Yeah.
But yeah, the whole Finn, well, obviously Rose, Canto Bight, even Poe had some stuff. I was like, all right, just stick to fucking flying.
Stop murdering people for your own fucking moral cause.
Yeah, you're just trying to get a promotion, from flyboy to captain.
I did
Seriously.
appreciate his story arc at least, where it was kind of taking this character that seems like the roguish hero. He can do no wrong because he flies around and he kills all the X-wings and stuff. But putting that on its head and saying, hey, you can't act like this. You're getting people killed and whatnot. I thought that was interesting, but there were the details of it just threw me most of the time.
Well, when he turned on his own people, or on purple hair, whatever her name was,
Holdo.
Yeah.
When he turned on it, I was like, I get it. I get your reasons, but also, no, just stop.
Yeah.
I was with them 100% actually.
No, I think the reasoning behind it, I get. Like, it was just, he's like trying to fly the fucking ship and I'm like, C-3PO was in it. I was like, that just stop. Let's get back to Luke. I liked Luke in it. See, that's a weird thing because a lot of people had issues with Luke, and I'm like, that's probably my favorite part of it. I liked where they went with Luke.
Yeah.
We don't need to rehash all that, but
It's all been talked to death, I'm sure. So
It has. When we have people on, I want to see, I want to know their thoughts, about the Disney era Star Wars in general, and then obviously Last Jedi because it has just so much baggage to it.
Yeah.
I think it was a very bumpy ride, personally. Like the highs were really high. I think it had more climaxes, story-wise, than any of the other films.
Yeah.
With the Lightspeed scene, with Luke dying, with Snoke dying. I mean, there was some major shit, and you're like, dude, this is awesome. And then the lows were really fucking low, and it kind of held it back a little bit.
I feel like it's a strange one because I have mixed feelings on it every time I watch it. Like, I won't agree with you right now, but if I go home and watch it, I'm gonna feel totally different.
Yeah.
And it's strange that happens for me. Is that every time I see episode 8, it changes a little bit. Like, it's fluid. It's a fluid movie.
I almost want episode 9. My biggest hope for it is to give 8 a little bit more context. I think frame it in a little bit so that I can understand it a little better, because there is so much about it that's, like you said, it's fluid, and I'm like, what does this want me to feel? How am I supposed to react to this? Like, we have a situation where Kylo is joining forces with Rey, and that's turning our expectations on its head, and that was amazing. And then he just goes right back to doing what he was doing before, and you're kind of like, okay, that's fine, but like, now we're just doing more of what was expected, kind of.
Like, is fluid good? Like, 7 is concrete. This is episode 7. It feels this way all the time. It's a reboot. It's number 1 in this new series of Star Wars.
Yeah.
8 one day could be the greatest fucking thing I've ever seen, and the other day it was like, I am sick of hearing Rose talk. It changes that quickly every time I watch it.
Yeah. Well, and it's also, I do like something that Jake said, though, is how, almost like, what were you trying to get me to feel? Like, that's the whole purpose of a movie, is to, get you to feel something, or you feel emotional about something. But in The Last Jedi, it's almost so fluid that, like, I don't even know where you're point. I don't even know where you're going with this. I don't even know how to feel.
Yeah.
Maybe that was his point, is like the universe and the franchise are both in such a state that you're not really supposed to know how to feel. Like, that's where it is.
Yeah.
That's where the Resistance is. That's where the Star Wars franchise is.
That's where the Force is too, though.
Yeah.
It's in such a flux.
Yeah.
I've said that thousands of years ago on a podcast, but it still rings true to me.
Yeah.
The Force is in such a flux. It doesn't know. The biggest, baddest bad guy died. Biggest, baddest good guy just died. Yoda's gone. Emperor. Vader's dead. And then it's just like, what the fuck? The Force is like, no one's using me anymore. Got surplus Force over here.
I need to be used. What are you guys doing over here? I need to be used. Come on.
There was another point I was going to make, but I don't remember.
Episode
8.
I ruined it, huh?
No, what I was going to say is I do like how you said that episode 7 is very concrete. Sand planet, good guy, bad guy, go at each other, death ball. It's very
hero.
Episode 4, yeah. And then episode 8, the only thing I would do is just put a big question mark. Not that that's good, not that it's bad. It's just like, this is clearly a transition movie. Things are changing, but where are we going? What does this mean? No one fucking knows. Like, I halfway thought Rey was gonna just fucking team up with Rey or with Kylo. Then that didn't happen, and then he just assumed command of everything.
To think that.
He just assumed command of everything, which was like, wait, are you qualified for this shit?
Hell yeah.
I see you flying around in your space speeder, but can you, like, command an army? You're not Vader. Let's get this out. Hux is the commander. That's his army. He even says it several times, in like episode 7. How is Ren? I called him Ren. How's Kylo gonna?
Because he choked him.
Hey,
Choked
stop.
him real good.
Yeah.
Choke him
Hux
real
talks
good.
shit. Kyle's just like, don't do that.
Dude, when he says when he learned that ATM 6 or whatever, is that what the ATM 6?
Yeah.
Those big monkey things.
Yeah.
When he throws him up against the wall, I was like, fucking done. Finally, you
Right
do
away,
some
sir.
shit.
Yeah. It's so sweet. So good.
I'm very confused on why people shit on Kylo. He killed his fucking dad. After
'cause
being
he-
shot by a
It's
bowcaster?
because we see his emotion.
Yeah.
We see his struggle, you know?
He is definitely, I think, one of the most interesting characters of the new movies. I just wanted to see where that went a little bit further than just him becoming like the new bad guy, which again, the next movie could give us some more context. Like, what does that mean for him?
Yeah,
like, he's
yeah.
just talked about, you know, getting rid of the past and not repeating the same thing, but then his actions kind of are still just repeating the same thing. But
Kill the history.
we see, you know, maybe further down the road, I don't know how long after episode 8, episode 9 is supposed to be, but like maybe once we see what his intentions are for that power, it'll make a little more sense to me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's kind of funny that people were criticizing the character of Kylo and calling him emo. And you're like, yeah, because he's got emotion and you can see it.
Right.
All the other bad guys have war paint or have spikes come out of their heads or they got a fucking mask. You're like, they should just be evil and do bad things.
Yeah.
No, this is a little more complex as a character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like when it comes to Darth Vader himself in the original trilogy era, his inner thoughts and stuff we only got in like books and comics.
But those inner thoughts were what made it juicy.
I know.
That's why I went back and read all that because I'm like, what was he thinking?
Exactly.
The Emperor just talked mad shit right in front of you, like at your prom date,
Yeah.
and you're just gonna stand there and be fucking cold faced?
Right.
No, you're fucking pissed.
Right. Yeah. So we get actually see that in Kylo on screen for the
Yeah.
first time, and I don't know. I think it's just people wanting him to be, oh, he's the villain? Well, he should be the villain all the time.
And be just fucking powerful beyond belief.
Right. Yeah.
You can't have a shaky villain.
In my mind, it makes him a better villain.
Yeah.
Because
for
we are actively seeing why he's so fucking pissed all the time. We're seeing what gives
That's-
him an edge,
see,
what gives him
that's-
the dark side.
That's what I wanted to see more of, I think, in 8 too, especially like is I wanted to know more about his time with Luke and why he felt the need to go the direction he did. You know, what was it about Snoke that was so attractive to him?
Yeah.
As opposed to just I thought Luke was going to kill me in my sleep and I didn't ask him any questions about it. I just decided it's time to go, which I realize is probably not just the only thing, but it's all we've been given as far as the movies are concerned.
It's prime for a TV show.
I just picture
Yeah.
Snoke rolling up in like a dirty van. Hey, little Kylo, you want to come on? I got these new robes. Oh, those robes are pretty nice. I like that.
Let me show you my decimator.
My decimator. You're going to learn today.
Oh my god. That's all I need for episode 9. That.
I'm hyped. I even said it in the chat with the patrons. I'm
more
hyped for
hyped
9.
than I expected.
I'm hyped for 9, but I'm actually more hyped for like the Mandalorian because it's going to be something so new, so different, so fresh. 9 is going to be, I don't care what we're going to say or what's actually going to happen. It's going to be a typical end of a trilogy. I think you can do
typical,
that
bro.
I think you can do that in many ways, but there's some concrete stuff that I think needs to happen.
They have to include, yeah.
If they
Yeah,
don't, if they end on a dark note, that's gonna blow my fucking mind.
Yeah.
The good guys always win. That's the point.
They have to.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they have to make 10, 11, 12. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's Disney. And it's Star Wars. They have to end on the good guys winning.
Yeah.
They have
That's
to.
the whole point.
Yeah.
Well, the good guys were losing in 8. Like that's where you can have
Same
your
as
time.
5. Yeah.
That's where you can have your time. But yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm excited because it's going to be very hands off, very new. I mean, live action with the characters or the actors that we were talking about. Holy fuck. So,
Fucking A, man.
yeah, I'm hyped. I'm excited for the future. I feel like before episode 7 came out, it was just a huge, like, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
See, I feel like the climate is even, I hesitate to say worse, but worse after 8. Because 7 was like, we don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But Star Wars is back.
Yeah.
So we're fucking geeked.
Yep.
8 is like, 7 was good, but it was kind of like 4. We have a lot of build up. 8's called The Last Jedi. And then 8 came out.
It's not The Last Jedi.
It split the fucking fandom in half, I feel.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's even more uneasiness going into 9,
Yeah.
which sucks. It's unfortunate, but I feel like that's just how it is.
You don't think 9's gonna blow open the box office?
No, I think it is. I
think
still
it is,
think it
too.
is. I think the hatred for 8 is way, way, way smaller than it sounds like.
Yeah.
I was talking to someone that was explaining like the first movie usually breaks the box office, the second movie doesn't do as well, and then the third, like episode 3 killed it. Episode 3 outsold the other prequels by far, I thought.
I mean, that's what everybody wanted to see back then. It was like,
We want to see the Jedi die.
how do we get to Darth Vader?
You know what's weird is I just said that you can't end a trilogy on a dark note, and that's what happens in episode 3.
Well, because that was a prequel trilogy, we knew what was going to happen after that.
Yeah. It's not a true end, yeah.
Like, I mean, they might end on a dark note, but if they do, that's cue for us that 10 through 12 is happening. I just feel like they're probably going to ditch that in favor of more spin-off stuff, and then you have Johnson and D&D's trilogy and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Do we have a timeline or an era where Ryan Johnson's trilogy is going to be?
No info at all.
I was going to say, has anybody heard anything about that since
Zero info.
since Last Jedi dropped?
Last news I heard was that as soon as as soon as Game of Thrones season 8 is done, Benioff and Weiss are starting work on Star Wars right away.
Gotcha.
That's the last announcement I heard. But yeah, we have no information at all.
There for like 2 weeks, Disney was handing out fucking trilogies and spin-offs to everybody. It was like that Oprah. You get a fucking spin-off. You get a movie. You get a trilogy. Like,
Yeah.
there was
Yeah.
everybody was like, oh, okay.
I feel like we tend to forget that. The service is coming out, the streaming service. We have 2 full series already announced. We have 2 full trilogies of fucking movies already announced. Like, there's so much content coming. We just have no idea what it is yet. So we're all like,
What's the next spin-off supposed to be?
They
spin-off
put a
movie?
They put a pause on the
Boba Fett?
Yeah.
well they're doing Star Wars story movies at least.
yeah.
Well, what's the next movie after 9? I guess is my question.
Hasn't been announced.
10.
10, dumbass. Jesus. No, it hasn't been announced. That's why people are like, oh, Boba Fett, Kenobi, what?
I assume if I had to put money on it, it'd be a Kenobi. They're doing a Mandalorian / Boba Fett thing with the Mandalorian. They'll do an Obi Kenobi.
I'm honestly surprised like Kenobi wasn't the first spinoff movie.
Yeah.
Like it makes too much sense. So we'll see.
He's like the lovable character of the prequels.
But I'm excited, man.
That's
Excited for the
I know
future.
we're wrapping up here, but
But
the fact that they did Obi-Wan Kenobi so well in the prequels is astounding. The fact that everybody loved him in 4. I mean, he's one of the first characters you see. He's an old space wizard. Everybody loves him. And the fact that they would redo him in a younger self and still kill it in a good way.
awesome.
It's
awesome.
it is very, very done very well. All right. What I'm
Do
going
you
to
have
do.
any closing thoughts?
No, what we're going to do is rank them.
Closing thoughts.
We're going to rank them.
Okay. Rankings. It's been a while.
Let's not do the full ranking. Let's just do the Disney ranking.
What are we
'cause
ranking? Oh,
the movies,
The
yeah.
movies? Disney ranking movies.
Wait, we're not doing a full?
It takes an hour and a half to do all
Only
of
when
them.
you decide to fucking write them down and do it backwards.
No.
Like you did that one
I
episode.
always
Jesus.
forget to put in episode 5 because that doesn't
No one
matter.
cares about it. It's the worst thing ever made. All right, so we're just ranking Disney films?
Yeah, let's do Disney real quick.
All right, cool.
Disney.
All right, so
Who
you're going to
starts?
start because you're
I
the
start?
guest. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So number 1, Rogue One.
Mhm.
Number 2, I'm gonna go Force Awakens. How many Disney movies do we have? 4?
4.
4?
Solo and 8. Yep.
This is tough then. Probably gonna go Solo and then 8.
Interesting.
Very curious.
I will do the exact same thing. Rogue One 7, Solo 8. And I even said earlier on this episode that I think Solo was my least favorite.
Yeah,
But it's 8's so all over the place that I would probably watch Solo more. You gonna start with 8?
No. Going into this knowing that I love all 4 of these movies very,
difficult.
very, very much. 7, Solo, Rogue, 8.
I'm surprised you put 8 that low.
I am too, because last time we ranked things, I think 8 was like 3rd on my entire list of all the movies.
Yeah. It's funny
It
how
changes,
that,
man.
that third position changes a lot when a new movie comes out.
Well, there's
It's
certain
just-
movies I feel that move a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
Like 7 has been since 7 came out. I feel like it's been solid.
Yeah.
It's been my number one pretty much since it came out. 8 has been very fluid. Rogue One has been very fluid.
Yeah.
Other movies like Empire has been very fluid in my list.
Empire jumps around.
A lot.
A lot
it
of people
does.
think it's cemented. No,
I
I
watch it in the wrong light and you're
yeah.
like fucking like Snowman. Like what the hell?
Yeah,
Really?
Snow Beast,
Seriously.
Sky Pimp,
Swamp Frog.
Swamp Frog. Yeah, Shinobi. Actually, this is a unique ranking. He's got Sky Pimp, Solo Rogue, Solo Rogue 87. He actually has 7 last. I have not seen 7.
Shinobi, you're so wrong.
I haven't seen 7 so low.
Oh, I see what you did there,
Oh my
bro.
god, that's the end of this.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
I'm
Yeah, just fucking turn it off. Cancel the show.
That's good.
Well, I'm still here, guys. You want to hear me sing?
The show continues.
JakeMurrayShow.com.
Actually, before we go, I just want to.
Oh yeah, please.
It didn't really come up. I do artworks, and I have I have a bunch of Anaheim Celebration prints still available. That if you guys are listening right now,
That was great.
Sorry.
Yeah.
if you want to go to my website, jakemurraystudio.com, and then put in the promo code SquadPod.
Oh, hell yeah.
Whoa.
20% off on the Darth Maul prints that you'll find out there. So check them out if it's your thing. Go
And if
for
you're-
it. And
And Jake's very good at being humble. Let me explain something to you.
Yeah, there's a reason he was picked or
One
chosen.
out of
Humility
very
is my
few
full-time job.
artists are chosen to actually have a licensed print at Celebration by Lucasfilm that they can actually sell on the convention floor and be like, dude, this is a Celebration exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
So it's real.
Yep.
It's real
Yep.
shit. And he works
It's
for fucking
legit.
Fantasy Flight. Like, come on.
Shinobi's interested in the link. What's the link again? Let's shout it out.
Linkage.
that's jakemurraystudio.com. And then the prints page is, through the navigation. It's the limited edition prints.
And it's
right
Rogue
there.
Rogue Squadron is the code.
The promo code SquadPod.
You did the opposite.
Squad Pod. There we go.
Rogue Podron Squad Master Frog.
Squadcast Beer Road.
Sky Pimp. Hashtag Sky Pimp.
Sky Pimp. That'll be the next one. Sky Pimp.
There we go. I like it.
But Squad Pod. Yep. So check it out. But yeah, thanks for having me on here, guys. This is a lot of fun.
Well,
it's
you're
been a blast.
local.
Shooting the shit with you guys.
You're
man.
local. We love having guests back on, especially when they're smart.
Yeah. And they like Star Wars.
I don't claim to be any of that, except local. But
Yeah, you actually enjoy
and I do like
Star
yeah, I
Wars
guess-
though.
Yeah,
that's
true.
kind of
I do.
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't
It's a
hate
thing.
it.
We don't
Nah,
get
yeah.
we don't
It's
get a lot
okay.
of guests on that actually love Star Wars. Usually they're like
What? How is
Yeah,
that
it's true.
possible?
Even us, just like, really? Star Wars? Just too good.
I wanted
It's
to
too
talk
good
about
for its own good.
Our first
Yeah.
episode, I wanted to just be a Muppet podcast and talk about the Muppets.
Yeah.
Have you seen Muppet Babies?
I'm aware of Muppet Babies.
We're ending now. I'm aware of Muppet Babies.
Muppet Babies. I'm actually not, so please don't clarify because that sounds terrifying.
You've never watched the Muppet Babies?
No. I know who the Muppets are,
It's got that sweet 50s doo-wop theme song.
but I feel like I know the Muppets so little that I would confuse them with Sesame Street when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like, I know who they are. I know Kermit.
Do you guys remember Shining Time Station?
The Shining?
Yeah, the name sounds familiar.
Yeah, so it was in a train station, and it zoomed in, and it went inside of a jukebox, and there was little puppet characters that...
Shit, I'm gonna have to see a picture of it.
Oh, it was trippy.
Because I know I watched it.
Because there was a character who he literally was like money hungry, and he would just count the coins, and then every time someone put in a quarter, it would roll in behind him, and the band would have to play the song of whatever they chose. It was
Sounds
a
fun,
really
actually.
weird-
Sounds like a fun challenge for musicians.
Oh yeah, this. Wait, who the hell was that? Was that?
Is it the angry guy
it was
puppet at the end that says, like,
Well, there
oh,
was-
I was
he was
terrible.
like
I
George
love
Carlin?
Right? Yeah, it's George Carlin. It's like the conductor that. Oh, was it fucking
Wait, maybe
Thomas the Tank Engine? Is that Shining Time Station?
No,
Is what it?
maybe I got it wrong.
I don't know. Shining Time Station.
I think I can.
It could have been.
All right, friends. Hey,
I think it's warm in here.
So-
There's lights.
goodbye. We love you. Never tune in again. I don't.